Probably one of the most difficult things I've dealt with in my whole life. What's going on, man? It's your boy Speaks, and welcome back to another Authentic Speaks YouTube video. I'm gonna get straight into it, man. A lot of people like to think they know what it takes to have good discipline. That's false. In this video, I'm gonna give you my own personal experience and some things that I've learned that can shine a light on what it really means to build discipline. How does discipline tie into the success of your life? Discipline runs that deep. First thing is, you got to understand that discipline can be applied in anything. It could be a good discipline, a bad discipline, and it can boost anything. I'm starting to realize that if I would have knew this a lot sooner, I'll be in a better position than where I am right now. Discipline comes in when motivation fades. Discipline is simply the ability to do things even when you don't feel like it. That's discipline at its core. Look, man, you gotta understand, you're not 100%. You know what I mean? We're gonna have days where we're not gonna feel it. We're gonna have days where we're gonna feel off. People that know how to do things when they don't feel like it, they're typically the 1%ers. They're the people that are most successful. They're the people that have the best quality of life. The core at success is discipline. Conquer your discipline. Just conquer that mug. Master it. I'm having so many reflections lately, man, and that's what I'm sharing with people. You know, I'm just trying to help give people a different perspective on things. I'm trying to help you get a different perspective on life. If you just make the conscious effort to just look at life differently every once in a while, motivation comes and goes. You're not always going to feel like going to work. If you're constantly relying on motivation to be disciplined and doing things, your life is never going to improve. You're just going to be stagnant. You might as well just say you're okay with being average at that point. The easiest subtle forms of self-sabotage. It's like waiting for the right time. There ain't going to be no right time. There isn't going to be a right time, fam. The right time is the right now. It's the moment where you keep showing up for yourself. You keep going even when it feels like you're failing. Second thing is, man, is always trying to be perfect. Okay, look, you're not going to get it right off the first try. There's always going to be somebody better than you. That's one of the reasons why you should never be in the comparison trap. Stop comparing yourself to other people. The more you keep comparing yourself to people, the more you're going to feel like you're never enough. You're never going to be your best version of yourself, constantly feeling like you're never enough because you're comparing yourself to you're better than that. All it is, man, it's just a little self-love, man, a little self-care. Okay, showing up 3 days out of the week is better than showing up once. Now, the third enemy is your environment. The reason why we have so many successful people is not because they have a mindset, right? It's mostly because they have their environment set up in a way that allows them to do that. When's the last time you cleaned your space? Your home, your apartment? When's the last time you cleaned your bathroom? Studies that states that because your environment is so cluttered, your brain is already processing, I think it's like 250,000 images a minute or some crazy triple digit number. That's where the anxiety comes in. That's where the panicking comes in. That's where the constant always going, feeling like you can't stop, feeling like you can't take a breather. When you clean your space, you're giving your brain a clean slate. It's easy for you to process and look at things. You're not giving your brain space to think. Your brain's always going to be cluttered. This goes all the way to keeping your car clean, keeping your bathroom clean. The point is, man, you got to think, when you have a clean environment, when your space is clean, especially after going out there in a crazy world, in a hectic environment, your workplace messy, your coworkers got that negative energy, your home needs to be your safe place. That's one thing I loved about my dad, was that he was a very, very, very big person of peace. You know what I mean? He didn't like the drama, he didn't like the stress, and he didn't want it in his home. I love you, Dad. May you rest in peace. He showed that to me. And when you can come to a space where it's peaceful, you know what I mean? You ain't got to deal with all that negativity. It improves your mental health so much, man. This is your place where you get to come home and reset. And cleaning is a good stress reliever anyways. I don't know about y'all, but I get a kick out of cleaning. This is going to allow you to set up your foundation. Now, what is the foundation? The foundation is your non-negotiables, okay? Your non-negotiables. What's one thing you do every week besides showing up to work? What's one thing you know for a fact that you're going to do at least once a week, regardless? Now, just imagine the same level of priority you putting on yourself to make sure you do this thing once a week, whatever it is, right? Just imagine if you put that same power, that same energy on your goals. Just imagine you had a blueprint, you know what I'm saying, a game plan. I'm going to do this, and put that same energy on your goals. Your non-negotiables is what's going to help your foundation. Your non-negotiables is what's going to allow you to be successful. Line up some no excuse things that you're going to do regardless. Now, granted, there's levels to this, but make sure you're realistic about it too. If you know it's something that you can't guarantee you're going to do, you can't guarantee that you're going to do this consistently, whatever days, however many days a week you need to do it, don't set yourself up like that. That's the easiest form of self-sabotage, taking on more than what you can eat. Whatever goal it is, if you're making a blueprint or a plan, pick something realistic. Be honest with yourself. The only way things are going to work is if you know how to be honest with yourself. If you don't think you can do it, make the goal smaller. Don't give up. Make it smaller. Okay, I'm not going to start out going to the gym 5 days out of the week. Let me start out with just doing 2. 2 is better than nothing, and then eventually get the 3. Just make sure it's something you know you can do. Because whatever it is, just make sure it's something you can track. Now, this works in conjunction with the second part. You need to use this as an anchor. Your anchor is what's going to keep you grounded regardless of the situation. This is going to be the one thing that you know if you do this every single day or however long time, it's going to allow you to stay consistent for the long run. It's going to be easy for you to do it when you don't feel like it. This has to be something solid. So myself, for example, which is also why I'm kind of on leave now from my job, I was meditating first thing in the morning, and then I did my affirmations. I was doing about 40 minutes in the morning every day. The day I didn't do that, life being life happened, and I'm on leave right now. And it's crazy because your ego will try to step in, man, and make it seem like, oh, it's all good, you're human, mistakes happen. Yeah, but not in that way, especially if you know you could have done better. But again, that goes back to the self-care and the self-talk. Be able to own your stuff, but don't beat yourself up in the process. Now, where does the fail-safe come in? The fail-safe comes in if I don't get up and meditate and do my affirmations. My fail-safe is, okay, while I'm driving to work, I could listen to my affirmations in my car. It takes about 18 minutes to get to work. It takes me like 5-10 minutes to get to the gym. I got an app that I use called Think Up for my affirmations, and that's my fail-safe. Basically, the way that's set up is that when I miss my morning routine or if I'm waking up late, whatever it is, my fail-safe is something easy. All I gotta do is get my phone, put in my buds, repeat the affirmations, do 2 loops, I'm done, that's it. Your fail-safe has to be something simple. It has to be something that regardless what happens, you can always lean back on. And honestly, you don't even need apps, Maybe it could be a favorite affirmation. Everything is working out for me. Today is going to be a good day. I'm going to be neutral positive, use self-talk, whatever it is, just make sure it's something light and simple. Anchor is the foundation, But the fail-safe, that's pretty much like the glue. That's what fills in the cracks. Now, the last thing, man, this is pretty much the glue that holds it all together. You need to have a good mindset. Understand discipline isn't a form of punishment. This is going to allow you to get more opportunities of seeing yourself at your best. You're going to get repetitive glimpses. You're going to get repetitive evidence. You have so much potential. You could do more. You could do better. Man, I didn't realize I was this capable. There's so many powerful, strong things that come from being just self-disciplined, man. The mindset, the motivation, how it helps with your mental health. It can help you be more productive. You want to learn how to be productive, how to be more productive? Bruh, master your self-discipline. Once you conquer that, I'm telling you, I just feel like sometimes when the going gets tough, we give up too easily on ourselves. And then we don't have the proper self-talk. Next thing you know, when you fail, it's really a fail. When it's a setback, it's really a setback, and that's not healthy, man. And you're gonna get yourself stuck in this constant loop, and that energy, spiritually speaking, when you're in that energy wave, man, of just repetitive, negative thinking, and your external environment is feeding it to you, you might as well just call it insanity. This is why I always encourage people, don't always be watching the news. Don't always believe everything you see on TV. Don't pay attention to all the news you see in your social media app. Have a balance. If you made it to the video, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. If anything in here resonated with you, please drop a comment in the box below. And if there's a specific video or a topic or something you want me to go more on or give more details on, let me know as well, man. So y'all stay tuned. Check out the podcast. That's in the works as well. And yeah, man, check out these two videos right here. I got a mad playlist with a bunch of good how-to tips, and this is one of my most recent videos. And yeah, man, it's your boy Speaks, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.